I'm sure you've heard that ab separation is very common during pregnancy. There are great ways to work out, and then there are exercises that you actually should avoid. And let me just be upfront with you. During my first pregnancy, I basically did all of the wrong things, and that's why I'm here to share those mistakes with you and how I healed my 4-finger gap after pregnancy. So stick with me for all of my tips and tricks, and I'm here to tell you not to give in to the lie that you can't work out anymore just because you're pregnant. So what is diastasis recti or ab separation? Basically, it is a common condition in pregnant and postpartum women, and it occurs when the rectus abdominis muscle or the six-pack ab muscles separate during pregnancy from being stretched. So the separation can make someone's belly kind of stick out or bulge, even months or years postpartum. This is where you get the phrase mommy pooch. And it can be repaired with special exercises that help close the separation. I'll also show you things that you should avoid that make it worse. In my first pregnancy, I actually had no idea what diastasis recti was. And so I thought that I could work out the exact same. And I actually put so much pressure on my core that I ended up with a 4-finger gap. So I wanted to help myself and my clients. So I actually got certified to be a pre and postnatal specialist so that my next 3 pregnancies, I could actually protect my core and learn how to bring my abs back together after I had the baby. As a pre and postnatal specialist, I'm here to share with you what I know so that you can heal as well. I was able to heal my 4-finger gap all the way down to 1 finger in about 6 weeks. So there is hope. Don't worry, I got you. It's actually shocking to know that 100% of women who are pregnant will have diastasis recti because your abs have to separate for the baby to grow. However, the severity of the separation depends on how you carry and also how careful you are during and after your pregnancy. One of the most important aspects of protecting your core is to not continue to do exercises that cause more damage. You want to avoid any exercises that can cause coning or bulging down the midline of your stomach. So I have 4 mistakes that you want to definitely avoid so that you don't make that ab separation worse. The first one is direct ab exercises. It is a common misconception that you need to do ab workouts to keep your core strong and to prevent separation, but once your abdominal muscles start to separate, it actually puts more stress and more pressure on your core, and it will actually make your separation worse. So instead of doing exercises like crunches, planks, leg lifts, Russian twists, bicycles, anything that is that twisting movement and putting strain directly on your core, I would suggest not doing. So instead, what you can do are hip bridges, bird dog, cat cow. All of these are going to engage your core gently. So let me show you what I mean by these. I'm going to teach you these 3 exercises so that you can protect your abs but still work on your core. So the first one is a hip bridge. You're gonna lay down on your back. Make sure that you're supporting yourself as you lay down. And then you're going to do your 360 or TVA breathing. So you're going to take a deep breath, expand the lungs, exhale. So you're going to lift, squeeze those glutes at the top, and then slowly bring it back down. The next exercise we're going to do is a bird dog. So you're going to come on all 4s. You're going to bring your right arm forward and your left leg out. And you're just gonna squeeze right here. You can hold for a few seconds. This is going to really engage your core, engage your whole posterior chain, your upper back, your shoulder, and then you're gonna switch. Squeeze. Remember, you really don't wanna arch that back. Okay, and you're still working your core here, but it's a lot safer. We're protecting your pelvic floor and preventing ab separation. The last one we're gonna do is cat cow. So you're gonna come on all 4s. You're gonna take a deep breath. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Again, working on that core, but in a safe way so that you're not going to have any ab separation, really working on that pelvic floor. The second thing to avoid is running or doing any jumping movements when you hit your third trimester. So I get it, if you're a runner and you're used to doing intense workouts like CrossFit, or maybe you run marathons, it's definitely tempting to continue doing those workouts into your third trimester. But as your belly grows, it puts way too much pressure on your already weak pelvic floor, and it can cause more weakness later on. It can cause issues like incontinence or pelvic prolapse, which you want to definitely avoid. So no more long runs or box jumps or anything that's really like putting a lot of pressure on that pelvic floor. Instead, you can always walk on an incline, which if you do a quicker pace, that's still gonna get your heart rate up. It's going to be very difficult. The Stairmaster is great because it's gentle, it's still working out your legs and it's cardio, or the elliptical is a great option as well. Number 3 is not engaging your core when you're lifting or picking things up. Now that you don't have any ab muscles supporting your core, you have to be careful when lifting things or getting up from a lying position. So for example, when you're getting up out of bed from a lying position or on the ground, instead of sitting up directly, I want you to roll to the side and then lift yourself up gently. I'm gonna give you an example. Now when you're getting up, remember you wanna roll to the side and gently push yourself up. You don't wanna go straight from a lying position into a crunch. When you're lifting something heavy, I want you to take a deep breath, and you're not holding your breath, but you're trying to kind of tighten that core so that you have some sort of support with your lower back. Number 4 is not doing any core strengthening at all. So just because you cannot do direct core work doesn't mean that you're going to ignore your core completely. It's actually very beneficial to do your 360 or TVA breathing to engage your core in a safe way. So I'm gonna demonstrate how to do that as well. All right, I wanted to demonstrate how to do the 360 or TVA breathing so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can do this throughout your entire pregnancy. It's completely safe. And you can also do this postpartum as you're trying to heal. This is very beneficial the entire time. So first you're going to want to inhale and then expand your ribs as wide as possible. It's going to feel a little counterintuitive, but you're gonna go like this. You're gonna inhale, expand your ribs, and then you're gonna exhale. And when you do that, you're sucking everything in as if you're trying to bring your belly button to the back of your spine. So you're not just tightening your abs, you're actually pulling up and in, and you're just gonna hold for a few seconds, let go, and start again. So inhale, exhale, nice and tight, hold, 3, 2, and relax, okay? That's all you're doing for your 360 breathing. And I promise it's going to help keep those abs closer together. It's also gonna strengthen that pelvic floor. What I suggest doing is like 3 rounds of 10. So you'll just do 10, rest for a little bit, 10 more, rest for a little bit, and then your last set of 10. I'm hoping this information will save you in the long run from having a severe 4-finger gap like me. In the meantime, I have another video for you, what's happening to your body throughout each trimester. I'm BodyByBree. Thank you so much for joining me to create the healthiest, happiest version of yourself, and I will see you back here next time.